Alicia Montalegre. Join us Monday at 7, only on KTLA 5, LA's very own. From the new comedy series Ted, Alana Ubach joins us live. Plus,
award season just starting, but when will the road closures in Beverly Hills end, and new delays for all the other award shows in 5 Live?
Monday.
Terror on a flight headed to Ontario when a section of the plane blows out midair. We're hearing from passengers about the heart-pounding moments. Next.
President Biden marking the 3rd anniversary of January 6th with a blistering speech calling Trump a threat to America. We're going to show you his speech.
And we are in for some gusty winds beginning tonight and some mountain snow. We'll talk more about that coming up.
And new year, new you. This year, there's one New Year's resolution that is trending among Gen Zers for 2024.
Good morning and welcome to the KTLA Weekend Morning News at 8 a.m. I'm Pedro Rivera.
And I'm Lauren Lister. We thank you so much for joining us. And a special guest is joining us this hour.
Yes.
A KTLA anchor, fan favorite, one of our favorite people.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, can you guess?
I thought that was tomorrow.
No idea.
Oh,
But
is it tomorrow? It's tomorrow!
Oh, I was like, wait.
I'm like,
Lauren, I think it's tomorrow.
I was like, none of us know what you're talking about.
Tune in tomorrow because we have an exciting.
I thought I was the blonde around here.
Well, there's two of us.
I will say, I think, okay, I'm going to have to think about who it's going to be.
You know who it is.
I don't know. I really don't.
Okay, but we do have another really exciting guest who's gone
We do.
viral, who is seriously so inspiring that our floor director wore a shirt in his honor.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you were
Hint,
talking
hint.
about me until you said that.
Hint, hint, it has to do with libraries,
I love
which
libraries.
this guest makes very exciting.
Very exciting.
How was that for a save? Did I record?
That was something. That's why you get paid the big bucks.
Yes, exactly.
That was amazing. I was like, how do I tell her it's not today? All right, we are already seeing sunshine today. We will for the first part of the day. I think we'll see increasing clouds heading into the late afternoon. But 45 right now in Los Angeles, 44 in Fullerton, 47 in Palm Springs, and 38 degrees in Chino. This afternoon, here's what we can expect for temperatures. 65 for Ontario, also 65 for Long Beach today, 63 in Santa Clarita, 59 for Palmdale, and 40 in Big Bear. And we'll talk about the rest of the weekend and next work week coming up. Back to you.
Casey, thank you. Alaska Airlines has temporarily grounded a portion of its fleet after a Boeing plane suffered a mid-air emergency.
A door in the cabin blew off shortly after takeoff and forced an emergency landing. The flight was en route to Southern California. KTLA's Carlos Herrera joins us here in studio with what you need to know and the video and reaction from the passengers. Carlos.
Yeah, some very scary moments, guys. Some passengers telling us they're grateful to make it out alive. Alaska Airlines announced they will be grounding their fleet of 65 Boeing 737-9 aircraft following the mid-air scare in Portland. The terrifying moments unfolded shortly after 5 p.m., about 20 minutes into the flight bound for Ontario. Video from inside the only 10-week-old plane shows the chilling scene. Oxygen masks drop down, wind blasting into the cabin, and a chunk of the aircraft's body gone.
They announced that we had just reached 10,000 feet. And so we flew for another 3 or 4 minutes, and then we heard this pop.
I felt the wind come forward, and then it came back. It hit me in the face. I was trying to make sense of what's going on.
Everyone appeared to be in shock. No one seemed to yell or panic. Flight attendants immediately jumped into action to make sure everyone was safe. They say no one was in that window seat, but a mother and teenage son were sitting in that row.
I was looking, and the son and the mom had to move over to the other side to get to safety. And the son's shirt was like completely blown off, and his body was extremely red. I'm assuming due to like irritation of the wind.
Some passengers lost their phones and other items after they were sucked out of the plane. The pilots quickly requested an emergency landing, and the plane eventually landed safely in Portland. None of the 171 passengers or 6 crew members were seriously hurt. Aviation analysts this morning saying the damage appeared to be in the location of a plug. Those are spots in the fuselage shaped similar to the door that aren't designed to open even when the aircraft is on the ground. They could be converted to doors if the airline needs an extra boarding door. Now, Alaska's CEO says the airline has temporarily grounded all of its 737 MAX 9 aircraft due to inspections, saying, quote, "My heart goes out to those who were on this flight. I am so sorry for what you experienced. I am so grateful for the response of our pilots and flight attendants," end quote. The Flight Attendants Union supporting that move, saying, quote, "Our union strongly believes this decision is a prudent and necessary step toward ensuring the safety of all crew and passengers. We will closely monitor the safety inspection process to ensure that aircraft are not returned to service until they are deemed safe for all." Federal Aviation Administration records showing the Boeing 737 MAX 9 has been in service since October. The NTSB is now investigating the incident. Most passengers on board were rebooked on an 11 o'clock flight. Pedro.
Wow. Thank you so much, Carlos. President Biden marking 3 years since the deadly riot on Capitol Hill with a speech condemning former President Donald Trump as a dangerous threat to democracy. The president saying Trump is trying to downplay the events of January 6th. Take a listen.
Trump's mob wasn't a peaceful protest. It was a violent assault. They were insurrectionists, not patriots. They weren't there to uphold the Constitution. They were there to destroy the Constitution. Trump won't do what an American president must do. He refuses to denounce political violence.
Not long after the speech, Trump responded by attacking the Biden administration's record.
Take a look at what he's doing on the border, or inflation, or our military, that horrible day in Afghanistan. You look at what he's done with energy all throughout the world. We're an embarrassment as a country. We become an embarrassment as a country.
Meanwhile, Vice President Kamala Harris reflected on the anniversary of the deadly attacks by posting on X, writing, quote, "What was at stake then and now is the right to have our future decided the way the Constitution prescribes it, by the people, by we, the people." She will mark the attack on Capitol Hill today in South Carolina.
A remarkable discovery has been made off the coast of Los Angeles. Oceanographers mapping the ocean floor found a large dumping ground of World War II era munitions boxes and other explosives. They sit 3,000 feet underwater. Scientists from UC San Diego's Scripps Institution of Oceanography said the U.S. Navy military believes the equipment, quote, are likely a result of World War II era disposal practices. It isn't yet clear whether they pose a risk to the environment. All right, you may have heard of Dry January. That's when people give up drinking for the entire month.
But you may be surprised at the group embracing the trend. According to research group Civic Science, 75% of Gen Z adults ages 21 to 24 said they were somewhat likely to take part in Dry January. And there are health benefits to putting down your drink. According to research, it helps improve your sleep, weight loss, and can help lower blood pressure. It also provides more alcohol to Pedro Rivera.
Yeah, well, that is interesting. Gen Z, young, 21, 20 to 24-year-old. Do you think young people would maybe not be as interested in giving up drinking?
No, but this is the difference. This is why I get it. 'Cause I was also that. What's up, Doug?
You were that age once?
I was also that age once. And when you're drinking at 21 to 24, you're usually drinking a lot.
Right.
You know, you're going to parties, you're having
binge drinking.
Whereas, like, when you're at our age, we're having a glass or two. So, you know, that's why I wouldn't. What's up, Doug?
Doug, that's actually a nice look without the tie and the jacket. I like it.
Oh.
Wow.
And then your pants don't look so mismatched.
Before and after.
Yeah.
Big
Children.
changes between.
Before children, after
There's
children.
a lot going on.
Add 30 pounds.
Before children, after being a dad. It's BCAD, Doug version.
You actually don't look that different.
My smile's bigger now, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
You're being sultry in your 30s.
By the way, like, I'm noticing we're Gen Z, we're talking about Dry January.
Yes,
Do we just now follow their lead, like with
I don't
Stanley's and
know.
everything?
We are so interested in them. Why is
It's
that?
like we condemn Gen Z, they're the worst, but then we also follow
we
their
don't
lead.
condemn them.
Parents
What do we
do,
condemn
oh,
them
Gen Z, all these little, you know.
They're also the ones trying to tell me how to part my hair. Like, apparently this is out.
You see?
Oh, what's in?
I don't know.
Who cares?
Yeah,
I
but
don't-
see,
I
if
don't
you
wanna look
parted
like a
it like
20-year-old.
the way they do it, then they wouldn't like it anymore.
So, okay, so maybe I will start parting it down the middle. I actually don't know. I don't know what's cool.
I don't know what's cool. I don't care.
Follow
That's
Gen
the
Z.
glory of being a little older. It's like, who
You see what I wear? Slippers and sweatpants. Everywhere I go.
There are funny memes about how as you get older, like the bar gets lower for what you need to look like to go out in public.
I'm always like, can I wear sweats?
I wear sweats. I wore your Crocs last night.